Hey yo, what's up? Y'all know my slogan. I don't know it all, but I know what I've been through. Now it looks like I spoke too soon. As y'all know, Lil Durk, he actually released a little song snippet the other day, actually yesterday, and it seemed like he was sitting there, he was dissing FBG Duck, rest in peace. Now, I found it kind of weird because JHE Rooga, which is an FBG Duck affiliate, had no words to say. He didn't post on his story about it. He didn't say nothing about it at all. So I found it kind of weird. The only people that said something that I see was Billionaire Black and King Yella. So to my surprise, of course, once I seen he didn't say nothing, I said, all right, well, maybe he's not going to say nothing about it. He's just going to let it slide. You know, he's past the beefing and all that. But then, of course, you know, he goes on his story and he posts something. So, apparently he sat there and instead of going back and forth with Lil Durk over Instagram Live or Instagram Story, he actually hit him up in his DM by himself. All right. And he said this, quote, "You get in your feelings and make diss songs. You want a reaction from me so bad." Now, being the person Lil Durk is, I'm thinking that maybe he's not going to respond because, you know, he take the high road. And usually if you don't know somebody, you're not going to say nothing back to them because why am I talking to you? I'm Lil Durk. I'm all the way up here. And not to say, you know, JHE Rooga is nobody because he definitely is a dope artist. But let's be real, he's not on the same platform as Lil Durk. But lo and behold, he obviously must be doing something right. He obviously must be making some type of noise, and he obviously must be on Lil Durk's radar because guess what? Lil Durk actually responded to him. Now, mind you, for Lil Durk to say that he don't know him, it makes no sense because you know why? I'm pretty sure he gets thousands upon thousands, if not hundreds of DMs a day. So if you actually get a DM from somebody like JHE Rooga, you know, and you don't know him, then guess what? You're not going to respond. You're going to treat it like every other DM that you get and just not respond. But guess what? He actually responded. Now, like I said, Lil Durk has 10 million followers up to date. So it's no way you can say that, oh, you just seen it. It popped in your inbox. The Instagram algorithm don't do that. So my point is, after JHE Rooga actually sent him that DM, Lil Durk actually responded and said this: "Don't know you, little boy." He actually kept it very, very simple and to the point. But like I said, I think he's lying because at the end of the day, you got to know JHE Rooga. If you know FBG Duck, you definitely know Rooga. So he probably lied about that, of course. You know he did. But at the same time, I think he should have took the high road and actually not gave it any type of light. Because now it looks like, you know, you're lying, you're pump faking. You actually look like you look corny. But like I said, that's just me. But actually, JHE Rooga sat there and he actually replied and he said this. He put it on his Instagram story and he says, quote, "If you didn't know who I was, you wouldn't have responded. It's people like you who make the city look bad." And see, that's exactly what I said. If you didn't know him, he wouldn't have responded. He would have treated it like every other DM that he gets in his DM box. But it doesn't make sense because you know that you know JHE Rooga. You know that. So that's why you felt the need to respond. He should have never responded, I felt. Now, fast forward, JHE Rooga went from having nothing to say about the whole FBG Duck situation to actually saying a couple of things in his Instagram story. He said this, quote, "I really intimidate people." Now, you know he said the N-word, but we can't say the N-word on YouTube, so it is what it is. After that, he put up another post. He said, quote, "Ain't gotta mention the dead, just remember they dead." And see, this is why I like Rooga, because at the end of the day, he keep it short, he keep it sweet, and keep it classy. It is what it is. We know what we did in the street. Real street dudes ain't got to say what they did on record. And every time you make a song, you don't have to sit there and diss somebody. I was just saying that in the video prior. You don't have to sit there and keep dissing ops. Why are you dissing ops? If you Lil Durk or you somebody that have a big platform, you don't need to keep speaking about the dead because it makes you look like you're taking steps backwards. You're supposed to be so high above them. But guess what? When you sit there and diss the dead or you diss any of your ops, it puts you in the same playing field as them. Just think about it with Jay-Z. How much people come at Jay-Z? Jay-Z don't respond to everybody. He probably respond to Drake or Kendrick. But those are it. Those are great artists. Those are great lyricists. So at the end of the day, he gives them, you know, just a little bit of leeway. He probably jab them. He don't even say much. And I think if Durk want to go and actually respond to these people instead of sitting there dissing them blatantly and actually saying something blatantly and making yourself look like you on their level. You could just jab them if you do want to just have a little fun, because guess what, everybody knows what everybody did in the streets. We ain't got to keep saying it if you did something in the street, but that's a whole nother story. So with this one, man, I think actually JHE Rooga, he actually has a point, man. At the end of the day, if you didn't know me, you wouldn't sit there and respond to my DM. When you a superstar and you got 10 millions of followers, you're not just gonna see any type of random DM. Not to mention, man, the whole diss on FBG Duck, like I said in the last video, it makes no sense. If I feel, like I said, y'all let me know in the comments how y'all feel. I feel if you wasn't saying nothing when he was alive, it makes no sense to say nothing now. It shows a little more class. It shows that, you know, all that stuff is behind you. You on a whole nother level. Like I said, you're Lil Durk. You don't need to do those tactics no more. You way above. But let's see where it goes from here. I'm pretty sure JHE Rooga gonna keep going back and forth. Not go back and forth, but I'm pretty sure he got more to say, because now this just fueled a whole nother fire. Lil Durk hasn't said nothing in his story, as he shouldn't. I think he should just keep it on wax and just not respond at all. He messed up when he responded on that DM, and Rooga actually has proof that he responded. So you can't say that you didn't respond. You can't say you didn't know him. You can't say you didn't see it, because you actually responded to the DM. So let me get y'all opinion. Let me know how y'all feel. Should Lil Durk respond? Should he have responded to the DM? Is it smarter to just not say nothing and let it play out? How do y'all feel? And another thing, matter of fact, how do y'all feel about the whole FBG Duck diss that he put out? Because like I said, I still want to know. I still want to know how y'all feel about him dissing the dead. Y'all know how I feel on this channel. I feel you shouldn't diss the dead. You shouldn't diss ops, especially if you in a whole nother realm. Leave them alone. Now, guess what? That gives Rooga enough clout now. Now your followers could potentially go with Rooga and hear his music and give him that same clout you didn't want to give FBG Duck. But now you giving Rooga that clout. So I don't know. It's two ways. I feel Rooga, he should definitely capitalize off this whole situation if it's the clout he wanted. I know he definitely did. Rooga be lying if he told you he didn't want to get a response from Durk, you know, because he been making live videos about the whole FBG Duck and Durk situation for a little minute now. But the things he says does make sense, man. Why are you dissing the dead? If you really street like that, keep it in the street then. You know, send your young boys through, and you know, who knows? I don't know, man. But at the end of the day, let's see where this goes, man. I just had to report this real quick because it just happened probably like 20 minutes ago. So it is what it is, man. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hit that bell so you're notified every time we drop new content. And remember, as long as you keep on watching, I'm gonna keep on dropping. And I'm out.